Also known as Constantinople, Istanbul is the largest city in Turkey, serving as the country's economic, cultural and historic hub. The city straddles the Bosphorus Strait, lying in both Europe and Asia, and has a population of over 15 million residents. Here is 10 must-visit places in Istanbul. Number 1. Hagia Sophia. It was built as a Christian church in the 6th century CE under the direction of the Byzantine Emperor Justinian I. In subsequent centuries it became a mosque, a museum, and a mosque again. The building reflects the religious changes that have played out in the region over the centuries, with the minarets and inscriptions of Islam as well as the lavish mosaics of Christianity. Located in the Sultanahmet neighborhood, Hagia Sophia is one of the world's greatest architectural works and accepted as the 8th wonder of the world. Experience the history in the Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman empires. As it serves as a mosque now, entrance to Hagia Sophia is free of charge. Grand Bazaar. The origin of the Grand Bazaar dates back to the time of Sultan Mehmed II in the 15th century. The ruler started the construction of covered bazaars, known as bedestan, which were dedicated to the sale of fabrics and silks. It can be accessed through up to 22 different doors, leading to some 58 streets. It's located in the Sultanahmet area, near the Cimbaltas and Bayazit neighborhoods, just a short distance from the historic center of the city and its most iconic monuments. Hundreds of thousands of visitors come every day to explore the labyrinth of shops in this large space where you can buy anything: jewelry, carpets, items made of precious metals, fabrics, etc. It's impossible not to be dazed by the mixture of sounds, smells, flavors, and colors that fill this magical enclave, which is famous for the haggling that takes place here. If you like spices, be sure to stop by another great shopping area, the Spice Bazaar. Topkapi Palace. Topkapi Palace was the center of power in the Ottoman Empire and was built in the 15th century by Sultan Mehmed II. Literally translated as Cannon Gate Palace, it was initially called the New Palace until the 19th century. Upon the fall of the Ottoman Empire in 1923, the palace is now a museum that houses the grandest knowledge bank and memoirs of Ottoman glory. Topkapi Palace adorns a beautiful Ottoman style of architecture that symbolizes great symmetric tastes. With lavish gardens, massive courtyards, flower gardens, and intricate marble works, it stands as a symbol of royalty and power while leaving you in awe. Blue Mosque. The Blue Mosque was built between 1609 and 1616, by the architect Mehmed Aga, instructed by Sultan Ahmed I. It was designed as an imperial show of strength to complement the imposing Hagia Sophia Mosque, which faces it across Sultanahmet Square. This impressive mosque has 6 minarets. Why is it called Blue Mosque? There are 2 stories. The first, more common one is that the interior is covered in blue Iznik tiles. The second is, many years ago, ancient sailors who sailed by the mosque on the Marmara Sea saw the blue colors of the sea reflected in the mosque. Although it is one of Istanbul's most popular sites, it is still a working mosque and is therefore closed to tourists during prayer time. In general, the opening hours of the mosques are from 9 a.m. until 1 hour before dusk each day, excluding 90 minutes each prayer time, and 2 hours during Friday noon prayers. It is advised to dress respectfully when visiting, although shawls and outer garments are given at the door if necessary. Galata Tower. The Galata Tower Istanbul is undoubtedly one of the most iconic monuments in the peninsula that offers the most stellar visuals of the entire city. Located close to the junction of the Bosphorus and the Golden Horn, it has scintillating views of the entire Istanbul peninsula and its surroundings. Formerly known as Constantinople, Istanbul has a rich history that has seen nearly 2,500 years of conflicting surges of religion, culture, and imperial power. The tower is 219 feet high, concaved, and cylindrical, with a total of 9 stories, which made it the city's tallest structure when it was built. You can enter the Galata Tower and climb to the top floor by an elevator and you will get a panoramic city views of Istanbul. Istiklal Street. A visit to Istanbul Street is an opportunity to experience the unique energy and spirit of Istanbul at its most organic. Many people have a love-hate relationship with the ever-bustling that runs from Taksim Square nearly all the way to the landmark Galata Tower. Although it is the beating heart of the city, the 3 million people that pass it every day can make it rather challenging to traverse. Yet it serves as a microcosm of Istanbul itself, and although chains and fast food joints are starting to edge out the more old-fashioned shops, but there is still traces of old Istanbul here. Aside from the obvious Istanbul Street shopping opportunities, there are many other Istanbul Street attractions. Look out for historic cinemas, historical passages, churches, consulate buildings, and innovative art galleries, as well as stunning examples of 19th-century neoclassical and Art Nouveau architecture to admire. Miniature. Sometimes the best way to grasp the full scope of history one can encounter in a city is to get a bird's-eye view of it. Miniature, beside all other museums in Istanbul, offers its visitors just that. Miniature is a wonderful museum and park where you'll find faithful and intricate model rendering of all the historic sites in Istanbul and many historic spots from all around Turkey. For instance, seeing the mini models of the fairy chimneys you can normally only encounter at Cappadocia, or a model of Pamukkale, the real-life version of which is located in the city of Edirne, is a genuine treat. These mini renderings afford the visitors of Miniature Museum Istanbul the chance to explore buildings and artifacts from the Roman, Byzantine, Seljuk and Ottoman periods in one fell swoop. In this way you are presented with both a panoramic and a historic view of Istanbul, as well as of Anatolia. As the museum's motto says, this is a small model of a big city. Maiden's Tower. The Maiden's Tower, also known as Leander's Tower since the medieval Byzantine period, is a tower lying on a small island located at the southern entrance of the Bosphorus Strait 200 meters from the coast of Üsküdar in Istanbul. There are many legends about the construction of the tower and its location. According to the most popular Turkish legend, an emperor had a much beloved daughter, and one day an oracle prophesied that she would be killed by a venomous snake on her 18th birthday. The emperor, in an effort to thwart his daughter's early demise by placing her away from land so as to keep her away from any snakes, had the tower built in the middle of the Bosphorus to protect his daughter until her 18th birthday. The princess was placed in the tower, where she was frequently visited only by her father. Today there is a restaurant in the first floor and a cafe at the top of the tower for a stunning view at Bosphorus. Ortaköy Mosque. The Ortaköy Mosque is situated on the water side of the Ortaköy Pier Square in the Besiktas district, one of the most popular locations on the Bosphorus. The mosque was built on the order of Abdülmecid, the ruler of the Ottoman Empire, and was constructed by the Nagagos Balian in 1853. Located just before the Bosphorus Bridge, the Ortaköy Mosque has to have one of the most picturesque settings of all of the Istanbul mosques. Indeed, Ortaköy Mosque photos, with the bridge in the background, are often used to demonstrate that particular Istanbul juxtaposition of traditional and modern. The building consists of a two-story imperial apartment for the Sultan, which has a U-shaped plan, and a main prayer hall for the mosque, which has a square plan covered with one dome. The view of the prayer house with the Bosphorus Bridge is a classic that anyone can enjoy during a Bosphorus trip from afar. It is the scenic picture that you have surely seen in some Istanbul city guides. A fantastic photo opportunity. After visiting the mosque, enjoy a Turkish tea in the famous Ortaköy Square. From here you can enjoy the magic of the city. Süleymaniyye Mosque. The construction of the Süleymaniyye Mosque started in 1550 and ended in 1557. Dedicated to Prince Mehmed, the mosque was completed with the involvement of all state organs. It was commissioned by Süleyman the Magnificent. The public called it the mosque that will remain forever as a testament to its robust structure. Visitors to the Süleymaniyye Mosque say its beauty and peacefulness gives them an inspiring sense of spirituality. Located on the third hill of Istanbul, the mosque, indeed, is magnificent, blending the best of Islamic and Byzantine architecture. The mosque was extensively damaged over the years, including during World War when a fire broke out while the gardens were used as a weapons depot. It was restored in the mid-20th century. The mosque is marked by 4 minarets, indicating it was built by a sultan. When it was built, the dome was the highest in the Ottoman Empire. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe on our channel for more travel destinations.